So we're getting to that part of the year where all the movies that people are hyped up about are coming out. Some of them Oscar bait, but some of them look pretty neat to watch. Gotta say, this month is actually looking pretty decent. Blockbusters, a lot of indie movies. Seems like there's something for everybody this month, so let's take a look. So first on the list here, we have Ghostbusters Afterlife. And honestly, I'm impressed. I mean, I know we have a reference already for a Ghostbusters reboot / sequel, but something about this just seems like they're actually trying this time instead of just throwing it out, which is nice. I mean, let's just be honest here. This is another sequel / reboot that they're just putting out to make more money, based off of nostalgia and brand reputation. And that's fine, honestly, that's fine. And I don't think people will mind as long as you stay true to the Ghostbusters brand and the story and the characters, which it does look like they're doing, I think. It looks like they're doing something unique with it instead of just, instead of just getting the grown-up children from the characters from the original movies, going to New York City and continuing their father's legacies and all that. That is a very obvious and easy route they could have gone, and I'm glad that they didn't go that route, at least for the most part. Like, the setting is something that I just wouldn't imagine Ghostbusters going. I mean, the bar is set pretty low with the previous one, so hopefully we're just finding ourselves in another Suicide Squad situation, but we'll see. All right, Eternals. I don't care, not right now at least. Look, I enjoy superhero movies and superhero media in general. I'm not one of those people going,
"Oh man, all they make is superhero movies nowadays. What the heck, man?" Blah, blah, blah.
You know, they make money. People like them. But for me, especially just with Marvel, I'm just kind of losing interest after Endgame. If it ends up being really good, maybe I'll see it. But as it stands right now, not really interested. When you end a franchise that well, it's going to be hard for people to come back and stick with it. We don't have characters that we have attached to as much as we have, Captain America, Iron Man, all of them. Since they're gone, they have to make us care about new characters, and I think that's going to be harder for them. And thus, I don't know what's going to be happening with Marvel in the future. Nothing could change, everything could change. We'll have to see. That's not to say that the movie won't make fat stacks. I'm sure it will, but we'll see. So this might be a little embarrassing, but I didn't know that Princess Diana's last name was Spencer. Excuse my Zoomer brain.
Oh my god!
A friend of mine showed me the trailer for this movie, and afterward I was just like, who's Spencer? Anyway, this looks like it might be pretty good. It's from the same director as Jackie, so if you like that movie, you're probably going to like this one, considering it's, about female politicians, well, semi-politicians, political figures, female political figures. If you like female political figures, you're going to like this one. I gotta say, visually, it looks incredibly pleasing. Super soft, super elegant, which I guess reflects Princess Diana's character. Kristen Stewart is also supposed to be pretty good in this, and I gotta say, she's the last person I ever expected to play Princess Diana, but she looks great. She surprisingly looks like her, and I haven't really seen any of her recent work, which is supposed to be better than Twilight. With the success of The Crown, I'm sure this will find its audience. Okay, A24, Joaquin Phoenix, I'm here for it. I mean this in the best way possible, but this movie looks quaint. Capital Q, quaint. It's gonna be another movie that says a lot about family, and probably gonna make you cry about it. It's from the same director who directed 20th Century Women, which is a movie I've been looking to watch for a while now. It looks like his thing is making very personal stories about family and the problems and but the happiness that comes from it. And I don't know, I'm here for it. If you're looking for something that isn't very plot heavy, is more so just watching characters grow as human beings, then I'm guessing this is going to be more your speed. And I'm sure this will be sending me through the ringer emotionally. And Joaquin Phoenix looks great as always. He's one of my favorite actors. He's been one of my favorite actors for a long time now. Joaquin Phoenix in The Master, Joaquin Phoenix in Joker. I will die on this hill. I mean, I don't think this is a very controversial take, but I will still die for it. Speaking of A24 movies that explore the relationships between parents and their children, The Humans. Steven Yeun is in it, love him. Beanie Feldstein from Booksmart and Lady Bird is in it, love her. Let's see who else is in it. Look, I'm sure it's fine. I didn't even recognize her in the trailer. I know she's a little controversial, but just because she isn't the best at comedy doesn't mean she can't do well in the drama, right? Anyway, movie looks cozy. But yeah, I mean, the same thing I said for Come On, Come On, I'm gonna apply to The Humans. It looks good. That's all I could say. It looks cozy. It looks like it was originally a play written by Stephen Karam, which gives me high hopes because, at least personally, movies that are adapted from plays always feel tighter, and the dialogue also just feels way snappier, just way more useful. We'll see how this one stands, because one of my favorite movies is Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, which is adapted from a play. I haven't really read the play in full yet, but I mean, you know, it's the movie. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Maybe I'll make a video on it one day. Anyway, yeah, The Humans looks pretty good. I'm gonna check it out. I know people were kind of wary when this came out, and everyone was kind of picking apart the teasers and everything, but I don't think it'll be bad. I've seen Cowboy Bebop. Fantastic anime. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's short. Now, it might not live up to the original, of course. It's very unlikely that'll happen, but what gives me hope is that they seem to be taking the original story and kind of running it with a different style, while still staying true to the original. Like, the newest trailer is a prime example of what I mean. The camera work, the editing, it's snappy and it's stylish. I mean, if the show is anything like this trailer, I am down. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like they're trying, you know? Like, they do seem to care, at least somewhat, you know? Which is more than I can say about some other adaptations. As long as they care, I think it'll be fine. I don't think we'll have any problems if they care. They just need to care, which I think they're doing, so might be good. Netflix has been a pretty good place for anime, it seems, coming from a normie. I'll admit that I don't watch as much anime as others. I do watch it occasionally, and to me, Netflix seems to be doing pretty well in the anime department, both with original and existing IPs. I'm guessing that this will have some elements of The Boys and Invincible in it, which I think for some is already kind of getting old. But at least they're doing it with anime, which kind of freshens things up a little bit. I mean, this is the first time I've seen Western-style superheroes in an anime. I'm sure it's been done before, but it's just the first time I've ever seen it. Which, actually, as it turns out, the show is based off of a comic book, not a manga. I mean, they definitely could have gone with, you know, The Boys or Invincible route, you know, with those both being based off of comic books, yet they still chose to go the anime route, which is very unexpected and very unique, and I kind of appreciate it. And the animation looks good. It isn't 3D, which is also good because I really don't care for 3D anime. It just hasn't been mastered yet, I don't think, which is a topic for another video. The only thing I know about this one is that it's based on a manga written in the early 2000s by Jiro Taniguchi. I guess it's about a photographer who finds a camera who belonged to a mountaineer that climbed Mount Everest. And other than that, I don't really know anything about the story. The one thing I do know is that the animation looks really good. I don't know what it is, but it just really clicked with me. I think one reason it possibly clicked for me is the fact that it kind of reminds me of another movie that has a very similar style of animation that is also French, called I Lost My Body. That is a great movie. Highly recommend it. Might make a video on it. I don't know. No one talks about it. So, but anyway, yeah, it looks good. Here we go again. I don't know what they're gonna milk out of it, but they're milking it. I'll watch it. 100% I'll watch it. And if it's anything like that first season, then you're gonna watch it too. You know why? Because we have to. Everyone else has seen it. You don't want to be left out, right? It's like Squid Game. Except Squid Game has more substance to it, I think. As of making this video, there actually isn't that much information about it. The only thing for sure is that Joe Exotic is in it, in prison. I don't know what direction they're gonna take. I don't know what they're looking for, you know? But hopefully it's something that the world can, you know, look at and point to it and be like, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. Anyway, there you have it. That's a list of all the movies and shows that I'm looking forward to this November. If I'm missing something, or if there's something that you're looking forward to that no one else knows about, go ahead and put it in the comments. I want these videos to be sort of a place that you can go to look at all the things that are coming out that are worthwhile, and hopefully give some more exposure to movies that maybe people wouldn't have seen otherwise. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. That would be it for me.